Welcome back, family, to Northside LDN, and today we got a special video. Listen, Jose Mourinho has been linked to Portugal for Fernando Sanchez's job, the Portuguese trainer, after Portugal have crashed out of the World Cup. But before we get into that, more importantly, Argentina have just smashed Croatia out of the World Cup 3-0. Boys, what are you telling me about this game? Was Messi saucing or what, bro?
Messi was on fire, bro. The guy is leveled, bro.
Bro, did you see that goal where he got the ball, stopped, spun him, stopped again, spun him again, stopped again, then just dinked it straight and just flipping, you know what I mean? Just got the assist. Like, this guy's unbelievable, bro. Like, this is how you age like fine wine. Not like Cristiano Ronaldo. He's aging like cow's milk, bro. You know what I'm saying? This guy's aging like fine wine, bro. Look at Messi, bro. Bro, today he was saucy. He wasn't the only one. I think Alvarez as well.
Alvarez is a baller. Let's put some respect on that youth's name. He's a baller.
Yeah, Alvarez is quality.
Baller. You know what I'm saying? Baller. Messi.
And to think he's on the bench to Haaland, it's just makes a mockery of the Premier League. He's on the bench to Haaland.
It's mad, bro. It's mad. Julian Alvarez, I think, had a fantastic game. Messi had a fantastic game. I think even their midfield had a very comfortable game. Romero, the Spurs centre-back, bro, composed on the ball, read the game properly, cleared the ball out when he needed to. Like, he was just a rock for Argentina at the back. Like, honestly, today, that's probably the best performance. Obviously, I'm not a Spurs fan. I don't watch Romero week in, week out. But today, for his country, that was a 10 out of 10 performance.
That's him, bro. The problem is you don't get to see his true quality because he's up alongside Eric Dyer and Longley or Ben Davis, who the levels aren't on point. But when we're able to bring in like a Guardiola or a Bastoni or a Bremer, when we bring in proper defenders, proper centre backs with a bit of class and quality, then you're going to see Romero do bits. He was the Italian best defender in Serie A before we bought him. Do you get me? And for you to be the best defender in a country where all they know what to do is defend, that obviously speaks volumes. And I'm just glad that you guys are starting to get a little dose of what Romero is about, because I'm not going to lie, I was getting kind of tired of the Saliba-Romero comparisons. Did you get me? And I'm not throwing shade at anyone in this room. I don't remember seeing Saliba in this World Cup. I don't know. So I don't want anyone comparing the two. Movie.
Yeah, but it's a little bit different though, because when you look at the rare talent that France have got compared to Argentina, the level is different. This isn't the best Argentina side we've ever seen. It's not stacked with ability. Today they knew their job and they played very, very well. But Argentina, up until this game, have not been they haven't been that convincing. Yeah. Along how Spain wasn't convincing, Portugal wasn't convincing, Germany weren't convincing. Argentina, arguably, before this game wasn't that convincing. Today, this was a 10 out of 10 performance from them. But this is the first. This is Argentina's version of Portugal against Switzerland. This is their Switzerland, for Portugal. Today, they put in a 10 out of 10 performance against a Croatia team that's hard to break down. For me, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I don't think that was a penalty. The way Julian Alvarez is running at the goalkeeper makes himself wide, but he doesn't dive and take him out. A goalkeeper has to make himself wide. And he doesn't tear him up. Julian Alvarez runs directly at the goalkeeper. What is the goalkeeper supposed to do in that situation? A goalkeeper is supposed to make themselves big. If they dive and then they take you out, fair enough, penalty. But he didn't dive and take him out. He stood his ground and Alvarez ran straight into him. I don't think that's a penalty, bro. I don't.
I thought it was a penalty.
I don't. But why do you think it's a penalty?
Because if it was because it's called when the keeper come out, he obstructed the player. If it was outside of the box, it would have been a free kick. So it was a penalty.
He didn't obstruct him. He stood his ground. He made himself big.
But that's the rules,
isn't it?
But that's the rule of the game, isn't it? If you come out and you obstruct the player, it's a free kick. So it was a penalty in the area. That's the rules of the game.
No, bro, because he's standing his ground. The striker's running into him. If he gets in Alvarez's way and takes him out instead of touching the ball, fair enough, penalty. But that's not what happened. Alvarez ran into him.
Was an obstruction,
the goalkeeper can't be blamed for you running into him.
But the goalkeeper come here. The goalkeeper seen him coming with it. He come off his line. he already chipped him. He obstructed the player. It's a free kick outside the area. So inside the area,
He
it's a
didn't trip
penalty.
him, bro. He didn't trip him. When they played it back
No,
slow,
he obstructed
his
him.
ground, and obviously because because Alvarez is running directly into him.
It was a penalty. It's a penalty. Look,
he just went
harsh.
down. Obviously, he's gonna go down to try, and
Yo,
he tried to touch the ball. I don't think it's a penalty, bro.
Yeah, it's harsh. It's harsh. But that's the rules of the game. If you come out and you obstruct the player,
But he didn't come out. He didn't come out of the box. The foul was made in the box near his line.
Yeah, I know, but the whole idea was you could see the ball. But the keeper was getting around it no matter what. But as soon as he come out and he obstructed the player, it was a free kick. It's a penalty.
If you run into the goalkeeper, I'm sorry, that's not a penalty.
But even if the keeper, but even if the keeper got nowhere to go,
you to pass the ball.
But that's the rule of the game.
If the goalkeeper comes out and makes a stupid tackle to win the ball and takes you out instead of the ball,
listen, it's soft, but that's the law of the game.
It's not even soft.
No, that's the law of the game.
Bro, but the letter of the law, he doesn't have to, he's not obliged.
That is the letter of the law. If that happens outside of the pitch, it's called a free kick. So inside of the area, it's called a penalty.
You can't run into me and then tell me that I fouled you. You can't run into me and tell me I
think Deji can understand. Deji, can you balance it out? What's your opinion? I thought it was a penalty.
But unfortunately, I didn't get to see the game today, so it's very hard for me
to
comment. But generally speaking, if you're running into a player, then it's a foul, in my opinion. But I need to see it to kind of give. So just bear with me. I'm going to get it up, have a little review of it, and then I'll be able to give you my little 2 cents.
We got Deji on the VAR.
I need to be in the VAR studio because you know what? It's too easy to give out these dodgy things. The only thing I would say, going with why I think it might not be a penalty, is because these Argentinians, and I don't think any of these Argentinians can argue with me, they are just dirty. These men are employing guerrilla tactics in their football. Things that aren't fouls are fouls. These people are rolling on the ground. These lot are doing all sorts of madness with the referee, shouting, all of that crap. Yeah. So for me, I just feel like these South Americans, the way they're going about their business is a little bit shady. But at the same time, they're in the final, innit? And you need a bit of dirtiness. And that's what I was saying about England. We didn't have this nasty streak in us, but these lot obviously do.
Oh yeah, they bullied you, Croatia today. They bullied them. They absolutely bullied. And the thing is, they're going to do the same. I think they're going to win the World Cup. Whoever goes to the final.
I won't lie. I didn't see Argentina getting this far, so I can't say they're going to win the World Cup. I don't like to give predictions.
I want Morocco to win it, but Argentina, man, they got that Messi, they got Alvarez, they got the Bala come on today, you know, and he come on and straight away and he impacted the game. Like, he was only on for a few minutes, and you can see already what they got already coming off the bench, like.
Nah, but I don't listen. I think the way Messi took that penalty, bro. What bins, bro? Disgusting penalty.
What's it?
Absolutely ridiculous, Deji, bro.
Let's see what Deji says about the penalty. Is it a penalty?
I'm gonna have it up while you man.
Absolutely disgusting. But other than that, I mean, Messi, the way he was just creating space and chances for Alvarez, bro, that was disgusting, man. Big up to Messi, man. This is how you age like fine wine. I hope he goes on to win the World Cup if Morocco don't win it. I want Morocco to win. If Morocco don't win, I want Argentina.
Say likewise. We want Morocco to win it. Come on, Morocco.
I mean,
but tomorrow's a big ass. Tomorrow's a big ass, though, isn't it? Like a lot of people, but if Morocco can defend for their lives and frustrate France, who knows? You never know, bro. You never know, bro. You never know. You never know.
But listen, I'd rather Morocco do it. The first African team to win a World Cup. You know, they're already the first African team to reach the semi-finals. I want them to do it. If they can't do it, I want Argentina to do it because I know Ronaldo right now will be switching, bro. The fact that Messi's in the World Cup final, and he's never reached the World Cup final.
Well, you know, the battle. This World Cup was about the battle of the GOATs. And it was about both of them. This is their last World Cup. Who was going to make it the furthest? And there I have to say, I was going as far as to say whoever went the furthest solidifies themselves as being the number one between Messi and Ronaldo. And that's probably why Ronaldo was so vexed, because now he has to accept that Messi is the GOAT, and he's going to play second fiddle to Messi. And then both of them GOATs have to go out of the way, because it's about I think that's a cheap penalty, bro. I think it's a cheap penalty. But yeah. But at the same time, what we're looking at is that Mbappe, these lot are making way for Mbappe right now. I think it's a cheap penalty. I think it's soft. I've seen them given, though. But I think it's a bit cheap, man, because Alvarez could have moved out of the way. It's not that deep. But my man wanted, you can almost see him bracing himself for the collision. So for me, it's typical Argentina, because that's the dirtiness that these guys have been doing all tournament. Yeah, they've been dirty, to be honest with you. But I've been saying, if everyone adopted a little bit of dirtiness like the Argentinians, then it would have been calm. Do you get me? It was definitely clumsy from the keeper. So yeah, that's my opinion. So Messi now, we can now say he's the greatest of all time.
I don't even need a World Cup to verify that. I don't even need a World Cup to
verify.
What?
An offside.
I think I did.
Yo, Deji, offside. Andrew, you're this from your line offside. I guarantee you, like, Cristiano Ronaldo will play the next World Cup for Portugal. He ain't retiring, bro.
I said
this World Cup marked the end of an era.
No.
Ronaldo's going to be back.
Thank you. So we agree.
Ronaldo's shameless, bro. He will say, I'm not retiring, bro.
I agree with him.
If the rumors are to be believed, which we will get into in a moment,
let me tell you what Ronaldo will be doing for the next World Cup. He'll be calling up Mourinho. He'll be assistant coach. He'll be the striker coach.
Bro, he will be phoning up Mourinho, saying, Mourinho, I know you like to play old players. I'm not retiring. It's happening, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, in the next 4 years' time, Cristiano is going to be 40 or 41. He will be in our World Cup.
I'm telling you. I agree with you for that. But, just listen, before we move on to Portugal, all I want to say about this game, the reason I said also it was a soft penalty, before the penalty, it was a very cagey match. Argentina were playing within themselves, so were Croatia. It was a bit of a cagey match. That just shifted the whole momentum of the game. After that penalty, which was a top bins penalty from Messi, absolutely class, it just changed the game. And then you started seeing Alvarez come more into the game, McAllister, Enzo Fernandez, a Benfica midfielder that's been linked to all the big teams so far. And in January, a lot of teams are looking like they want to get him in. Liverpool have been touted to want Enzo Fernandez. With this performance, his stock's only going to go up. And then Messi, bro, like this is what I'm saying. Like Messi just has abilities that Ronaldo don't. And I'm Portuguese saying this. It's the reality, bro. Look at the way this guy, he's Messi isn't as rapid as he once was, And look at the way he manipulates the ball. Look at the way he brings other players into the game. Look at the way he makes his teammates better. Portugal, for the first couple of games, were playing Cristiano Ronaldo. Please, somebody tell me what that filo da puta was offering to the team, bro. Absolutely nothing. It's got to the point where Ronaldo, even at this stage, the same stage as Messi, if you don't play to him, you don't get nothing out of him. And even when you play for him, I saw one game Ronaldo had 6 chances and he didn't bury any of them. And this is what I'm saying. Even when he's getting the service, he's not even an elite finisher anymore. He's a good finisher, but he ain't an elite finisher. The amount of chances this guy gets. And Messi, bro, like, honestly, the way he got that ball, drifted, took the guy on, spun him again, and then assisted it for the other player. Come on, man. What else do you want, man? This guy does it all. Scores, assists, brings people into the game, drags defenders out of positions. Come on, man. Messi has skills that
Messi
Ronaldo
is the GOAT. He's definitely the GOAT. But look, I think prior to today, though, his performances in the World Cup hasn't been electric. It's been aight. Do you get what I'm saying? It's been aight.
He's ready, is she?
But I think today, Messi stepped up and he took it to a whole other level. Do you know what I mean? Do Argentina deserve to win the World Cup? No, they don't. Do I think they're going to win the World Cup? My heart says no, but my head says yes. Because it just seems to be lining up so nicely for them right now. Even though it'll be interesting to see. I still think if France go through, I think they can slap them up, though, to be honest with you. I think France can slap them up. You talked about the quality of the defenders earlier, bro. And I just think who out of their defenders is stopping Mbappe? I can't really see it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no.
We'll see.
Do you know what, bro? Mbappe, you know, Mbappe is a good player. He's world class, okay? And I know you're saying all something, but you know what? Even though when you watch him against England, France, they didn't perform that well because they
didn't have to.
He didn't have to. But the thing with Argentina, you won't get away with it. With Argentina, you won't get away with it. You got Alvarez, you got Messi, yeah. You've got Dembele back fit today. Come on the pitch. You got all them players.
On that Acuna brother as well. That Acuna,
and even, do you know what? Even I swear to God, I'm not saying it because you support Tottenham, but even your defender today, bro, he looked outstanding, bro.
Yeah, he is outstanding.
Yeah, exactly. So you can't name me a defender who's really gone up against the France team who could just think, yo, give me the ball, light on the ball. He takes the ball off you, he takes you on and releases it. Not many defenders have done that this whole World Cup. Only he's done it. So I think going against France, personally, I think if France gets to the World Cup, it'd be a harder final for Morocco. It'd be harder for them to beat Morocco than France.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
Trust me, I think if Morocco gets the final, they know they got a game on their hands. If France get a final, they got
nothing to lose.
They got nothing to lose. You know, so I think with France, but Morocco.
But then again, do you know what? Do you know what? For this game, kind of reminded me of the Morocco-Portugal game. That Croatia needed to stay in the game to have a chance to win the game. Yeah, and they didn't. Yeah, and Morocco needed to make sure that Portugal didn't score a goal, and then they know they're always within the game and they can score a goal and then shut up shop. And it just so happened it worked in the right sequence for Morocco, but for Croatia, that penalty just spun their whole game plan because then they had to come out, then they had to impose themselves on Argentina, and they don't have the players and they don't play in a way of attacking you. They shut up shop, try and nick one, and then just, you know, make sure that they're solid and don't concede for the rest of the game. And it just didn't work out for Croatia the way it worked out for Monaco against Portugal. And that's just what happened, bro. They had to open up. And when they opened up, Argentina started playing long balls over the top. Alvarez is going in one-on-ones with the goalkeeper. Messi was finding pockets of space and manipulating the ball. I mean, it was disgusting. And it is what it is, bro. It just didn't work out for them. They conceded. And they're the type of team that can't concede first. Morocco's the same thing, bro. They will open up. If France score first, they will have to open up. Once they open up, that's it. It's done for them. It is done.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They only held on to Portugal because Portugal was rattled. They got the goal and then they could sit back and then their game plan, they could apply that for the rest of the game. Had they opened up, we still had chances against Morocco. We could have buried them. If they opened up, we'll bury them.
The problem with you Portuguese are like, bro, I'll be honest with you, bro. You got overexcited. You beat Switzerland and you thought, here we come. And the Moroccans said, bam, you're playing the Africans now. Not Europeans. You're playing the African brothers, the African Arabs.
The only thing I would say that makes me feel like what I want to see is that Argentina always like to bad up the African teams, yeah? And the way that they go on is kind of disrespectful, the way they deal with African teams. Not enough in a way that I'm trying to say it's very good. There's almost a nastiness in the way they go about their business. So for me, on a personal, I would love to see Argentina get slapped up by a Morocco. But before we can even get ahead of ourselves, Morocco's got to do a job. Now, Fear of Black London is saying that Mbappe can be nullified. I will go as far as to say to you, no, they can't. Against England, he knew that them man were going to double team. And because they double teamed Mbappe, guess what? Griezmann was left roaming around, walking to freedom. Do you understand? That was part of the game plan. Because what I was when I saw Mbappe leave Carl Walker for dead in that race, I said, nah. That's when I said there's levels to this thing. You understand? If he wanted to, he could have just put the burners on and just dust him. Do you get what I'm saying? So Mbappe against Argentina, and I'm telling you that this World Cup is about legends leaving and the new legend coming into place, do you really think Mbappe is going to sit back and let Messi take the shine? No, 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 no. This is when he's coming in to say, now I'm the GOAT for the next 8 years or so, because we know Norway ain't getting to no World Cup moving forward anytime soon. So it is what it is.
It is what it is, bro. Listen, let me segue now into Portugal. Obviously, Portugal lost to Morocco, and Portugal are out. And the news now is that Fernando Santos, the coach for the Portuguese national team, may be leaving. He may be getting sacked. And if he sacked, Jose Mourinho may be taking his place. Now, for me, that's great news, because I think that a washed-up Jose Mourinho, a washed-out Arsene Wenger, I think they can do jobs in international football, in my opinion. I think definitely a Jose Mourinho. Plus, he can keep his Roma job and still do the Portugal job. So, for me, I'll take Jose Mourinho. I think we have the talent, we have the players, we have the squad to be able to be successful under a Jose Mourinho. We got an abundance of strikers, wingers, midfielders, and defenders. You know, we got Nuno Mendes, we got Rafael Guerreiro, we got Dalot, we've got Antonio Silva, centre back at Benfica. We've got Ruben Diaz, and now that's just talking defensively. You know, then we got strikers like Rafael Leao, Andre Silva, etc., etc. So, and then we got Gonçalo Ramos that scored the hat trick against Switzerland. So Portugal, for once, have a very deep squad. And we didn't even bring everyone. We didn't bring Jota to the World Cup. We didn't bring Renato Sanchez. We didn't bring Pedro Neto. There is so much talent, you know what I mean, that Portugal have that we didn't even bring, you know what I mean? So for me, I think Fernando Santos, for me, needs to leave. This bum was the reason.
How long has he been there?
I've been saying that Portugal.
He's been there at least 25 years. Huh? How long has he been there? At least 25 years.
Bro, this guy's been here for time, bro.
He's been there since 1994, I swear. All I've known is Fernando Santos. I swear, Dan, when the madness happened between Ronaldo and Rooney, when we had the European Championship, weren't he in charge?
Yeah, he was in charge, yeah.
Was he in charge then? I swear it was.
He was, bro. He was there for a while, bro.
Because, bro, that's all I've known. You know, like that. I've just grown up knowing Fernando Santos. That's the only Portugal manager there is.
But that's why it's the same with the French manager. He's been there forever too, isn't he? He's been there for a while.
No, but Deschamps only just came in 2018, bro.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, do you know what it is? This is the problem. Yeah, he's the problem with Fernando Sanchez. The whole nation knows that we don't rate him. Yeah, but the Portuguese FA, they rate him because we won the Euros. Yeah. Now I understand that he's
and the Conference League Cup as well. Come on.
Yeah. And it is what it is. But the thing is, yeah, when you look at the teams he had before, the guy that won the Euros for Portugal played in the Russian league, Aded. So these are the men that he had in the squad. The squad wasn't a complete squad like it is now. Now you've got an abundance. You got João Felix. You got Andre Silva, Rafael Leao. You got Jota. You got Bernardo Silva. You got Bruno Fernandes. Now you've got ballers now on this team, and an abundance of ballers that you're actually looking at Portugal and saying, how do you fit all these players in a squad? Kind of like England. So now you can't use the whole, stinking down the place and not playing good football. The performance against Ghana, we almost lost the first FIFA World Cup game against Ghana. That's not good enough, bro. And then when we're already qualified, we lose, we rotate the squad and we lose to South Korea. Ronaldo was playing that day, yeah? You're saying that, Pidge, I want to do the interview. I want to do the interview. I want to talk. My son said, how am I not playing? I'm the best player in the world. How am I not playing? This is how you're not playing, bro. You scored one penalty in the whole World Cup. And you talk about you're the best player in the world. Against Monaco, this guy had 45 minutes to affect the game, does nothing. One-on-one chance, doesn't get it done. And you already know that Fernando Santos is such a pussy, yeah? You only brought on Ronaldo because you knew the headlights the next day, if he loses the game, would have been, why didn't you bring on Ronaldo? You got Ronaldo on the bench. This is a Ronaldo that is over the hill. I'm sick and tired of it. The only convincing performance that Portugal had was against Switzerland. Every other performance was not convincing. The performance against Uruguay wasn't all that. The performance against Ghana wasn't all that. This against South Korea, that was an absolute disgrace. And now against Morocco, I'm sorry, man for man, Portugal is levels above them, so we should.
Listen. You need to respect. Don't listen.
Morocco, because
Don't
Morocco
you ever
had
disrespect
more heart.
Morocco, bro. Don't you come here.
I'm not taking nothing away from Morocco.
Don't you come here. Listen, don't you come here.
But when you but let's be real. Let's keep it real.
You gotta have a team.
Morocco had more heart, and that's why they won. But at the end of the day,
they got a team. Yeah? Morocco got a team. It's all good having individuals. Look at this. You know when you talk about Portugal, right? You gotta do Morocco data like Argentina, Morocco. They got young managers, bro. You gotta go for the young manager. The game's changing. I don't really care
about this young manager hype, bro. I care about winners. Mourinho's a winner.
But do you know what? It's good. I think one of them two managers are going to win it. It's either going to be the Argentina manager or the Morocco manager. Guaranteed. Let
me say this to you.
I gotta go anyway, Andrew. I gotta go pick up my family. I'll come back on if I'm live. All right. I'm gonna drop.
No worries. Big up, bro. Big up. Dej, you know what gets me vexed, bro? Yeah, is with international football, you gotta hit the iron while it's hot. When you got your golden generation, you need the right person to be managing that. England got the same thing. You got golden generation. You already had a past golden generation with Beckham and all those players there and Rooney, and you didn't have the right man. Yeah, and then you miss out. Right now, you're seeing Spain in a rebuild, Germany in a rebuild. Do you get what I'm saying? Argentina are still in a rebuild. I don't care. They're not the finished article. I don't care that they're in the final. They're not the finished article. Do you get what I'm saying? When you're seeing all these rebuilds of teams that were powerhouses, Brazil, to a certain extent, are still trying to get it right. Do you know what I'm saying? You need to capitalize. And I've never seen Portugal this strong, bro. The strongest Portugal team I saw is when we lost to Greece in the Euros, bro. And that team was better than the one that we won the 2016 Euros. Yeah. And we didn't win when against Greece. Now that we've got a squad that I would say could arguably become better than the one that we had against Greece in the Euros and the finals, we have to get a winner. And Jose Mourinho is a winner. And I think in knockout football, like he showed with Roma in the Conference League, he's able to do it, bro. You're mute.
The only thing I would say to that, bro, is a couple of things. Sorry about that. The first thing is that I think this World Cup was too soon for your World Cup, for your guys to come through and win it. Because I think that squad that you've just mentioned needs time to marinate. Also, you needed to allow your GOAT, your legend, your greatest of all time, up there with Eusebio. He had to get out the way in order for these young guns to fly. And we saw that in the game against Switzerland. The thing, though, is that looking at your team, one of the things that you were saying last week is the fact that this same brother, Fernand Sanz, is allowing brothers like João Felix to kind of roam around, play this free role. You've got Lael, you've got all these men there that want to play attacking, free-flowing football. And you want to bring in Robocop, Mr. Dead Football himself. I don't think that's going to work, bro. I really don't. I think you need to be more adventurous. I'd rather you guys went and got the Sporting Lisbon manager. That kind of football there is more interesting because I can't see Mourinho winning anything with your team, getting them to sit 11 man behind the ball. It don't make sense to me, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you know what it is with Mourinho? This is the difference between Mourinho and Fernand Sanz. Mourinho actually has a style of play. Yes, he will be defensive, but when he hits you on a break, he's gonna hit you properly on the break. Fernand Sanz is expecting, when you do counter-attacking football, you need people that can press, that are quick on the ball, that can control the ball, and when they get a chance, they bury it. We've got players that are going to be able to do that in the next World Cup. They'll be in their prime. A lot of them 23, 24, but in the time next World Cup comes around, they're in their prime. Yeah? It can work with Portugal because we can play like that. The problem is Fernand Sanz was playing for the first couple of games, was playing Ronaldo that can't press, is not fast on the ball. And I don't think it works. For example, also, we're playing Ruben Neves, yeah? We lost the midfield battle against Morocco. Mourinho is not going to play Ruben Neves. He's going to play Paulinho that can sit there and he can recycle the ball, but he's going to sit and do his job. Do you get what I'm saying? And then you're going to play Bernardo Silva and you're going to play Bruno Fernandes. And I think in knockout football, you don't need to go all gun-ho all the time. There's a time and place when to do it. I think you need to know when to do it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that it can work, bro. You know, it's easier to coach the counter-attacking football than the free-flowing football, the type of football that you see from Pep Guardiola, you see from Klopp, because you have less time with these players. So I think not only would it be more effective in the short term and the players will understand it a lot faster, Mourinho will know how to get the best out of this team when they counter-attack and go forward. And I don't think that this manager does, bro. He holds people back. For example, Cancelo, this whole World Cup, bro, was not overlapping. Bro, he overlaps for fun for Man City, bro, spamming crosses in the box. For this World Cup, he was unable to do it, bro. Playing with handcuffs. I don't understand what's going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's not for me, bro.
I don't understand that. No, fair points, bro. Fair points. You know what I mean? I just think that I think you've got an opportunity in the next World Cup in Canada, Mexico, and the US to really do something and really lay down, because Cancelo will still be in the squad. Fernandes, Bernardo, in fact, pretty much the whole team, barring Pepe, maybe Neves or Neves, sorry, and Ronaldo probably won't be in the squad, but everyone else should be in and around the team. So you lot should do something, at least semi-final, if you guys can get the right manager. Mourinho, I just don't think he has the je ne sais quoi. The French will say je ne sais quoi. I don't think he's got the X factor, my brother.
What in the knockout competitions? I'm
not sure, bro. I'm not sure. I just think he's lost his mojo, bro. He's, you know, like what's that movie? Austin Powers, you know, like that. You know, the mojo. I don't know if Mourinho's got that mojo, bro.
But he won something with Roma, bro. I think,
bro. Look, we got to do consistency here. I don't count that UEFA Dead League, like I don't count the other Europa Nations League win for Portugal. You don't count that. You didn't even count it. You forgot. I was the one reminding you, because the dead food stuff, bro. I'm not counting that. It's dead food. That doesn't count. No. Mourinho,
do you count the Audi Cup?
We're not counting it.
Do you count the Audi Cup?
No, we don't count any of them. You know the cups that I count. World Cup. I just about count the Europa League, Champions League, Premier League, your domestic league. That's it. You get me? That's it. Anything else, it don't mean nada. So Mourinho winning that trophy with Roma is, because they're the only ones who took it seriously. Surprise, surprise. Do you know what I mean? Come on, have some respect for your country, bro. Have some respect. I'm not sure about Mourinho. I'm not going to lie.
Bro, I don't care how we do it, yeah? Bro, look at the way we won the Euros 2016. Do you think I care, bro, how we won it? We won it, bro. That's all I care. If Ronaldo can shithouse me to a World Cup, I'm taking it, bro. I'm taking it.
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
I'm taking it.
I hear you. But bro, I have to say, live and direct on this channel, and you know, it's all love at the end of the day. And man ain't trolling you, but you know, man told you so, innit, about Morocco. Because last week my brother was pumped chest. We're gonna slap up Morocco. I said, bro, Morocco is a dangerous team. And then you know what? You even kind of convinced me to kind of almost change my opinion during the show. But the reality is, I started off by saying I think Morocco can do something to your country, and yeah, man, they did their thing. I think you were not pleasantly surprised, but I think you were more surprised at how they kind of nullified your attack, because your guy actually went with what you wanted him to go with. He went with the team that started against Switzerland. So what went wrong?
The only change I would have made is Neves. As soon as the game started, Neves had no control of that midfield. And that's the problem. I didn't think he made the changes soon enough. And then on top of that, he brought Ronaldo in too soon, bro. Too soon. We were creating chances. There was a header by Ramos that went wide. There was another header by Pepe that went wide. As soon as we crossed the box, Morocco couldn't deal with it. That is what France need to do. Whipping crosses, and trust me, they start looking hella shaky, but we didn't do it enough. Then when Ronaldo come in just after half time, he comes in 40 to 45 minutes to affect the game. Bro, it took out all the momentum, bro. The guy doesn't press. The guy doesn't offer nothing going forward. And then he has a one-on-one.
He did have a couple shots, though. Yeah,
bro,
that's
the best time he had a one-on-one chance with the goalkeeper, bro. He strikes it right at the goalkeeper. Take a touch and then strike it. And this is the problem, bro. It's not just this game, bro. He's not been delivering at all in the World Cup, bro. This ain't 2016. He has not been delivering, bro. And there's no excuses because whenever he's played for Portugal, everyone passes in the ball, even if there's somebody else in a better situation. And this is what I hate about Fernando Sancho. You're benching him, but then you're bringing him on way too early, bro. We don't need to bring him. As soon as we bring on Rafael Leão, we start stretching.
The problem is, sorry, bro, to cut you. Do you think it's a case of it's a lose-lose when you got Ronaldo? Because I feel like he was probably thinking, if I don't bring Ronaldo on now and we lose the game, the media is going to be like, why didn't he bring on Ronaldo sooner? Maybe Ronaldo would have done this. Maybe Ronaldo would have done that. The thing he couldn't have done is leave Ronaldo on the bench and Portugal go out. That is like committing suicide. So I almost feel like your manager was just handcuffed from the fact that Ronaldo's in the squad. And let's be real, whether he wanted Ronaldo in the squad or not, I'm just imagine being the Portugal manager. Who in the world has the kahunas to not put Ronaldo in that Portuguese side? Like, you're getting slapped up. I mean, you're getting picked up by the mafia, you know, like that. They're putting you in the back of a van, they're punching you, what are you doing? And you're getting electric shock. So I just feel like, I hear what you're saying, but I really feel like with Ronaldo, I probably would have done the same if I was Gaffer. Not because I wanted to, but because I have to. He comes with that pressure. Do you know what I mean, bro? And I think it's unfortunate. That's why I feel like now that he's gone, because what we're waiting for now is for him to put on Instagram that he's retired from international football. I think that we're all waiting for that. Once he does that, which I'm expecting will be just after Christmas, then you can breathe a sigh of relief and you can move on. Maybe your guy can do something with that team. Maybe. But I think you need fresh blood. Fernando Sancho needs to go. You need a younger manager, not Mourinho. You need someone else. And the Ronaldo factor, because it's like Argentina not playing Messi, bro. Even though I think it's slightly different, you can see that Argentina team is dead food, and Messi is really the difference. Him and Alvarez, and if Messi's not there, I don't think Argentina get to the final. Real talk, because that is a bang average Argentina team, a little bit like your team that beat Greece in the Euros. It's techie when you got goats in your squad, bro. I just think it's really techie.
No, but the thing is Argentina. This is an Argentina team that is being rebuilt. We got established stars, and a lot of them ain't even reached their prime yet. So, when you got Rafael Leão that can drive at teams, that scored a sick goal against Switzerland, then you got Andres Silva that's been performing very well as well. Didn't get many minutes in the World Cup, but performing very well in Syria. Then you've got Gonçalo Ramos that has been banging in goals for Benfica, and then comes to this World Cup. The first time he gets some minutes, he scores a hat-trick. There's players that can do a better job. But with Argentina, you can't say that about Messi. There's no one else that can play Messi's position that could do a better job than him. And that is why I understand why Messi plays. But with Ronaldo, he ain't doing anything. He don't do anything. And the thing is, not just a one-off game. If you look at the games before, what did he do? What did he actually do? Against South Korea, no pressure game. We're already out of the group stage. Does he turn up? No. Once again, not turning up. And this is why when I'm looking at this comment here, Northside deserves this for disrespect to Ronaldo, saying that Ramos is the next best thing. He is, bro. He is. Based on what, is Ronaldo good enough? He weren't doing it. He weren't doing his job at Man United, and he ain't been doing his job at Portugal either. So what are we talking about? People want to go on the man CV, but listen, every dog has its day. Ronaldo's best days is behind him, and the thing is, I wouldn't be going in on him if he actually took it like a man. Because I'm Portuguese, of course I want to respect Ronaldo. But he's putting himself in front of the actual team and in front of Portugal. He thought that could be his redemption arc. Oh, I'm going to turn up for Portugal, and then everyone's going to see that Man United were wrong.
You know
what I mean? Yeah. And I'm not having it, bro, because Messi puts the team first, bro. Look at Messi at PSG. Everything ain't laid out for him at PSG, but he puts the team first. He doesn't he doesn't start throwing his toys out of the pram. That team ain't built specifically for Messi, but you don't see him screaming and throwing his toys out of the pram. Do you get what I'm saying?
Real talk. And I guess that's the difference between them two brothers. I think Ronaldo feels the pressure of wanting to be the number one, while Messi is allowing himself to organically be number one because and that's always been the debate, isn't it? The debate has been God-given talent over work. You know, some people will say hard work beats talent all day long. Some people say God-given talent beats hard work all day long. And that's how I describe Messi and Ronaldo. And here you've got Ronaldo really trying his hardest to be number one, and Messi just kind of organically gliding into the number one spot. The fact of the matter is, if Messi picks up the World Cup, he is the number one in this era. And that's just what it is. And Ronaldo now has to sit down where he is in Portugal. I'm sure he's in Portugal if he hasn't left Doha just yet. You know, watching to see if my man does get crowned the greatest of all time. And he's got to live with that. Right? They say if you've got something to prove, you've got something to lose. Had he just done his game and just been a team player, maybe this doesn't happen. Because for me, I feel uncomfortable at the level of bashing that Ronaldo gets. I know, although warranted, you know, I still have to put my hat on and say, you know, he is a legend though. He's a living legend. Do you know what I'm saying? And so there's only so much that I can allow of the Ronaldo bashing.
Bro, he's just getting his karma, bro. You're just getting his karma. Like this whole thing about I'm gonna talk down with VIDS and I'm gonna have an entrevista and all this bull crap, bro. It's just like, bro, it's all about you, and it's not about you. Football is a team game. It's not about you. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what I hate about it. It's like, bro, the way he's like swearing when the manager took him off and getting mad and arguing with the manager about this and that. And it's like, bro, like you should have just taken humble pie and just said, you know what, I'll affect the game when we need a goal in the last 20, 15 minutes. If anything, this manager gave you 40 minutes against Morocco and you still didn't do what you needed to do with chances created for you. I mean, what else does he want? What else does this guy want? And like you said, one thing I agree with you, bro, is the guy just needs to go because he's stayed long enough to become the villain, bro. The hero has now become the villain, bro. Like when he's on the pitch for Portugal, we have to pass him the ball. But then he's not doing anything. But then he starts throwing his arms up in the air. And João Felix ain't going to say nothing to him. Octavio's not going to say nothing to him. Neves ain't going to say nothing to him. Bruno Fernandes ain't going to say nothing.
But what can they say? No one can say nothing.
Do you know what I'm saying? So these men are intimidated, bro. Like, and the ridiculous thing is Portugal are not Brazil. We don't have an abundance of legends like Ronaldo. Brazil can drop their legends. They can move them on. They know next one's coming, whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? The standard is high here. When you're a nation that's never won anything and now you've won it with Ronaldo, you've never had a player as big. I mean, his debut was big, but he's on a tier just below Pele and Maradona. He's just below that tier in that generation, yeah? You've never had someone as big as Ronaldo. Portugal and the Portuguese FA for me are cowards if they don't get rid of Fernando Santos, because at the end of the day, I don't care if he won the Nations League, I don't care if he won the Euros. It was a fluke. We have not been convincing for a very long time, and this is why we're not people's favorites. And listen, people can say to me, "Oh, Northside, you deserve this." Listen, I don't get gassed, and I'm very level-headed. I would like to believe when it comes to Arsenal, I don't get overly gassed. If anything, people more than likely say I'm overly critical when it comes to Arsenal. But when it comes to your nation, you want to represent. I mean, when the African Cup comes around, I'm going to be supporting Angola and Cape Verde. They're never going to win it because all their best players get taken by Portugal. Yeah, but it's my country. I'm going to gas it up. I'm going to do whatever. That's my country. You get me? And on top of that, I'm extra proud to be African. So I'm gonna be, you know what I mean, repping. Yeah. But it's not that I genuinely thought that Portugal are favorites. I wanted Portugal to win, but I knew that Fernando Santos, he doesn't know when to attack and when to park the bus. He's not a great manager. He doesn't know how to utilize the squad properly. And I already wasn't happy with all the players that he chose to, with the squad he chose to take to the World Cup. Yeah. I'd rather get Jose Mourinho. I mean, at the end of the day, there's Poch. Poch ain't going to want to take international football, managerial job. You've got who else? Tuchel. He's still got a lot to prove in club football. Who do we really have out there that's going to be coming to Portugal? Apart from
the only one is Ronaldo. Really, the only one is Ronaldo. I mean, not Ronaldo, Mourinho. To be honest, if Mourinho, because I maybe you're right. I think he's lost his mojo, but maybe he's lost his mojo for club football. He could be a very good international coach. it would further cement him as one of the greatest managers of all time. Imagine winning domestic trophies and then winning international trophies. If he was to ever win an international trophy with Portugal, then he goes down as, he's top 3, top 4 managers of all time. I mean, he's already up there, but for sure that would cement his legacy. It's a shout. It's a shout because I feel like there is like a void of top managers. We're kind of going around the same. Andres Villas-Boas, D1 Millie. That's a shout. Where is Villas-Boas at the moment? Was he in France? I swear he was in France.
I swear he changed career. I swear he was doing like Formula 1 or something. I swear
Villas-Boas was doing bits. I think he's like the Nice manager or something. I'm not too sure. In the comments, if you could just let us know where Villas-Boas is at the moment. Yeah, bro, it's techie. Look, Portugal, unlucky, but I think at the same time, you got beat by probably the champions, bro. I think any other club, you might have actually done something, but the wave, the kind of energy that Morocco, every time Morocco win, London turns into Casablanca real quick. Moroccan flags everywhere. Beep, beep, beep. We've just had snow here, -3, -4. And for those of you who live in colder climates, -3, -4 feels like bloody -50 over here, like that. Like everything stopped. But then Moroccans are out in their t-shirts waving that flag. Woo, 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 woo. So for me, I think, is it a shame to say you might have lost to the eventual champions, the best international team to come out of the continent of Africa? Because I think we're looking at them. I was hearing something because I haven't watched every game, but I think they said Morocco ain't considered a single goal yet. Is that true?
No, the only goal they conceded was their own goal.
Wow. That is certain. Like, these men don't concede. And that Hakimi brother, that's my bedroom for life. I don't give a damn what anyone says.
Yo, do you see that with the Moroccans are setting people an example? Like, they're celebrating with their mums on the pitch and Hakimi going over to his mums and all that. And you got footballers, you got these footballers who only cares about what their girlfriends look like. But these guys are showing to the world there's more to football than models. There's your mother who brought you onto this earth, who raised you. And that's the most important thing. And the Moroccan players are setting out an example to the whole world, saying, look, these are the people.
But you know what? The other thing that is happening, which I kind of like, and I think it's kind of been the theme of the whole World Cup. I'm so used to Western media bashing African teams, bashing Australian teams, bashing American teams, and definitely bashing up the Asian teams and the kind of Arab teams. And you know what? This World Cup showed that every bloody continent has stepped up their bloody game of football. So much so that people are now shitting themselves to play teams like Morocco. Back in the day, you would have been saying, these man, look at them. They ain't got no positioning. They're athletic. So many reasons as to why they're winning, but it ain't tactical. What you're seeing with Morocco, and it was Drogba that was the one that pointed it out. Drogba was teammates with this brother. He said that Moroccan team is a reflection of how this guy played football. Tenacity, ain't letting anyone go past him. Energy, flair, full of faith. And these men are a credit to their coach because they've come on, and I'm looking at Morocco, and no disrespect, and I don't want people to say this, take this the wrong way, but you can't tell that this is an African team playing, if you know what I mean. These men are technical, they're assured, they know what they're doing. It's just good to see and refreshing. And the fact that the whole world is kind of backing them is a good look, because I never thought I'd see the day. Pele predicted it a long time ago. He thought an African team was going to win the World Cup. It's taken a bit long. But if it's Morocco that's going to do it, good, because it's about time we start respecting everyone's type of football. Do you get what I'm saying? And bringing those different types of energy. I saw a lot of ballers from. I was very impressed with Japan. Get me? Very impressed with Japan.
I was going to say that.
They play well.
You know, like it's really opened my eyes to say, look, we have to start showing some respect. It can't just be the same old, because the way the system is, it just kind of suits certain teams. And, you know, hopefully from the next World Cup moving forward, where there's 48 teams, by the way, in the group stage rather than 32, hopefully we start to see a little bit more like the American NFL, where actually different teams win it, you know, because everyone stepped up their game.
Yeah, listen, I just wanted to say this before we, you know, we're going to end with you guys' thoughts with who should Southgate keep his job, or should we get another manager for England? I just want to say this. As much as I was annoyed with Portugal, I was down. That was just, I was lost for words. Congratulations to Morocco. Honestly, you beat us fair and square, showed more passion. Portugal players, I felt like on the day were looking for dives, looking for the referee's decision, not playing to the occasion. They were allowing the occasion to get on top of them. Portugal didn't have a lot of direction in the way that we were playing. We were struggling to get into the game. And I felt like Morocco were more of a team. They were had that team spirit. They wanted it more. They dug in more. Do you know what I'm saying? Where Portugal were just crying and looking for free kicks and penalties where they weren't, and handballs and all these decisions, instead of actually imposing us. Because at the end of the day, player for player, we are better than them, but they were coached better. They were more of a team and they wanted it more. And sometimes these things will make you perform better than the team that is more technically gifted. Yeah. And I just want to congratulate Morocco and congratulate Africa and congratulate the Muslim world as well, because I think them winning shines a very good light on Africa as a continent and the Islamic community. So it's a double win. You know what I mean? So I think everybody will be happy. I would definitely be happy. You know what I mean? And it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'll be more than happy to see Morocco win. But listen, I want to ask you guys, where do England go from here? Because for me, I don't think they're that great against France, in my opinion. I think France were very comfortable and never under threat. Southgate, another manager that, just like Fernand Sanch, I don't think has been performing that well. I think out of 24 times that he's faced big teams, he's only won four of those games, something like that, some stat like that, which is absolutely appalling with the talent that England got. Is it time to England to move them on? Because other nations have crashed out of the World Cup early and have sacked their managers. Is it time for England to get Southgate out? Because for me, he looks like a yes man. He sounds like a yes man. And it's kind of just jobs to the boys. Forward, I want you to go first. Should England stand by Southgate or get another manager now?
Me personally, my personal feeling, got to keep him. He's an amazing manager.
But then again, you're right on that. So why am I asking you? I'm wasting time.
No, I don't think they're gonna. Do you know what it is with him? So everyone gives him a hard time. But bro, at the end of the day, who are they gonna go and get in?
But why do people always say that? What do you mean who they're gonna go get in? Luis Enrique needs a job. Arsene Wenger may be tempted. Then you're looking at there's other managers in the Portuguese league that do very well.
Yeah, but you're saying that.
May take the job. Hold on. You asked me who you can go and get. You got Ruben Amorim at Sporting that done a very good job, won the league with a team that isn't as rich as Porto Benfica. Maybe, you never know. You can tempt him. Then you got Constantine that's I think he's the Porto.
No, but it's not like that though.
Bro, that you can go and
no. But you got to understand, all right. Upstairs in the hierarchy, all right, where the media.
Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah. Upstairs.
For who? For England.
Upstairs. Yeah, but what you got to realize is upstairs in the hierarchy, what they don't release. They're saying if they want to replace him, they want to replace him with an English manager. So which
want to replace him with an English manager? Are they done?
Yeah, that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do.
Yeah.
That's their plan. Their plan is okay. If we get,
but why does it matter if they're English or not?
But you know what? Can I just say something?
That's what they want. They're FA.
Yeah, but all their players aren't necessarily English.
Yeah, but that's the
they
FA.
Might be British, but they ain't English.
Yeah, but that's the FA for you, isn't it? They're saying
that doesn't make no sense, bro.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Dumb, bruv.
That's what I'm saying. They need the FA. And the worst thing about it is, bro, even you got like articles coming out about it. Like you got ex people and they got ex like all these journalists coming out saying, "Oh, we need the English manager. We need the English manager to replace him." Like so who are they going to replace him? That's what I'm saying. Who are they going to replace with? Obviously, like you said, there's Luis Enrique, but they're talking about just English, bro. That's what I'm saying to you. They're just talking English. You don't care about no.
They don't know what they're talking about, bro.
That's what I'm saying to you.
The last time they won
So
something,
what do you replace him with?
Bro, the last time the English FA won something, my mum was born, 1966, bro. That's how long it goes. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they do. Of course, the manager doesn't have to be English, bro. How many, bro? This is ridiculous, bro.
That's what they're saying.
Drop him because he ain't good enough, bro. This guy came from Middlesbrough. Let's be real. He was only there to revive the feed.
Bro, you know what it is? I'm not gonna lie.
This guy is the equivalent of England's Brendan Rodgers before they went and got Klopp. Now it's time to go and get Klopp. You've restored the feeling. You've got the team back to a certain level, yeah, where they're not complete trash. Now go and get the guy to get the job done. That's what I would be saying as an England fan. This guy ain't good enough. He makes the wrong decisions. Every time England have easy runs, out the group stages and stuff, and every time you, man, need to perform against a big team, you flop. Every time. Every single time this guy gets beat. What else do you need to see from this guy, bro?
And the thing is,
I just think it's a little bit difficult because Southgate's done quite well to get to a semi-final, a final, and then let's be real. I think if Kane scores that penalty, the momentum was on England's side. We probably get to the semis. We probably play tomorrow. Yeah. I think it was just unfortunate that Kane missed that penalty. I think Southgate's done an all right job. Look, bro, what you got to understand.
Who did he face on that journey?
Yeah, I hear you.
Why I don't rate it.
The problem we have, because everyone talks like these players, like it's easy as playing chess. The problem we have is that our players are not as good as we think they are. So it's not easy to. So it's not that simple to say you should have started Foden instead of Mount, or you should have done this. Because at the end of the day, you need balance. One of my biggest issues, and why I said France was going to win last week, I told you. I said I don't like the goalkeeper and I don't like our defense. And true to word, it was the goalkeeper and the defense, in my opinion, that flopped the thing, because only Pickford would have let that kind of goal in from my man that scored the first goal. And let's be real, if you are letting Giroud, who I don't think is a very good striker, I know Arsenal fans think he's a legend. If you're letting Giroud score a free header, the only man to be in the box with 3 defenders, and he's still the one that gets the ball and heads it in, then you know you got a rubbish defense. And that was the bottom line. That's what it is. Why are we trying to pretend that John Stones and Maguire are good? They're not. Luke Shaw's crap. Who did we have right back? Carl Walker. Yeah, he did a thing, but my man put the afterburners on and left him behind. You get what I'm saying? So we knew that the back 4, that's the best that England had to offer. That's it. What can you do with that? Look, north side, forward. Who would you have had in defence? The problem is we don't have enough talent. And I think someone was saying, I don't know if it was Gary Neville. Gary Neville was saying that our academy system is letting us down. We don't have the type of midfielders that Portugal have, Brazil have, Spain, people who know how to dictate play. We'll wax Liverpool about Jude Bellingham, but really, if you think about it, he broke up play, he ran forward and he passed the ball. He weren't running, he weren't controlling the game like everyone tries to make us believe. He weren't, no. And it's all right that he wasn't. He's only 19, so this is not a criticism. But we all got to wake up and smell the coffee. Do you get me? This England team wasn't great. And actually, quarterfinals is probably about right when you step back and look at our squad. It's probably about right.
No,
I just wanted to quickly bring this up.
Before one offside saying though, I agree with offside. One thing is like when England went on our run, all right, and they got to the finals and they lost to Italy 2 years ago. It just goes to show how England is really are, because Italy is shit. They couldn't even qualify for the World Cup. So when we play a decent team, when they play a decent team, they can't beat a decent team. So you're never going to win anything. You're never going to win anything major with him and them players, because that's the truth about it. Like, they got to the semi. Oh, we got to the finals against Italy. Italy is shit. You should have beat them. You know,
they're another team that's rebuilding. So I agree with you.
Oh, that's shit. And the thing is, any team you play decent, you don't win. And that's for the last, every time you play in the Southgate. You play France. You can play France every week. They'll find a way to beat you. You can play a dead Italy team. They'll find a way to beat you.
Bro, a prime France team, we beat them, bro, in the final. Look at this squad that Portugal won the Euros with, yeah? Cedric Suarez, that at Arsenal ain't good enough. Pepe, Jose Font, that plays in Ligue 1, that people say is a farmers league. Rafael Guerreiro, that plays in the Bundesliga, that a lot of British fans disrespect and say it's another farmers league. William Carvalho, that isn't that great. Then you've got Renato Sanchez, yeah? Adrian Silva, where the hell is that guy now? João Mario, that plays for Benfica, yeah? Almeida da Cunha, and then you got Ronaldo. You telling me that this team here, yeah, that we won in 2016 is better than the England team? No. So the fact that this team was able and solid enough to beat that team, and England can't beat any of the top teams in Europe, to me is a disgrace. And this is why Southgate's got to go, bro, because he ain't good enough. I'm sorry, you can't.
And then you saying, you know, Gary Neville. You know when you said about Gary Neville, I totally object what he said, bro, because you've got England. I've got the flair players. They got people like Grealish who can do the job in the middle, but they choose not to play him.
Yeah, but play him where?
Play him in the middle.
And who comes out of the team? Because, bro, football's about balance. You can't play everybody. You can't play Grealish, Foden. You can't play Saka and Kane. You can't play all them, man. We need balance in the squad.
Yeah,
so who comes out if you play Grealish?
Foden.
Yeah, because Foden's a young player. You can't throw him in the deep end. Well, Grealish experience, he's done it for Aston Villa. The difference is, when England won the World Cup, you got to bear in mind, there was people like Bobby Moore and all them carrying teams like at West Ham.
Yeah.
You know, so they even though, like, obviously, he's a talented player. I ain't taking nothing away from Foden. But in games like this, you got to have a player who's right there. He's done it at Aston Villa. He's experienced. He can carry the weight. And on top of all that, you're playing in the world. You're playing in the biggest stage ever. No, you don't. Saka does it for Arsenal. So he's got a bit of experience. Foden, Guardiola's blending him in.
Yeah.
You don't put all the youngsters in at the same time. You put some experience in, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if he would have played, like, he brought on Grealish for 3 minutes. What's Grealish going to do in 3 minutes?
Yeah. No, I mean, that was stupid. If I was Grealish, I wouldn't even have come on. What do you want me to do in 3 minutes?
They've got the players. Gary Neville. The problem, Gary Neville.
I don't know why they bring people on with 2 minutes. That don't make no sense.
It don't make no sense at all, man. What are you going to do in 2 minutes?
No, it's a joke.
You know,
I just think, for me personally, I think it's a bit harsh. I think Southgate's done a good job. The other thing is, you just got to respect that maybe there's better. I mean, I know people are saying this French team was there for the taking, but when you really break it down, our defense is crap. Our goalkeeper is crap. From when you've got 5 players on the pitch that aren't on point, that are not world class, you were always going to run that risk. That's just standard. The Portugal team is stronger than the England team. Your team would slap us up. That's just the truth. Croatia would have banged up England. That's the truth.
Oh, 100%.
That's just the truth. So that the quarterfinals, when you really step back and deep it, is probably about as far as it went. I'd be shocked to get to the. If we got to the semis, then Southgate is doing miracles. It's a bit like Poch with the Tottenham team that he got to the Champions League. He's actually overperforming, because that England team, I weren't settled with it from time. I wasn't settled with that team. It didn't fully make sense to me. I would have preferred Pope in goal over Pickford. And then I had people telling me they prefer Pickford over Pope. Then I'm seeing Carl Walker starting or Trippier. Trent doesn't come on, but we know that Trent can take free kicks. Trent can whip in balls. You know, Maddison doesn't even get a sniff. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's true. Like,
there's too many things that was just odd for me that didn't make sense.
I would have played Ramsdale before Pickford.
Even Ramsdale, even him, because he's actually done all right. So yeah, that's probably the only letdown. But again, the problem with England is that the papers pick the team.
Yeah, we have got a point there. It's true. Like a headline. Oh, Pickford, what a
Foden had to play. How comes Foden had to play when he didn't play the first 2 games? We were doing all right. He had to play. He's the best midfielder England's got. Rare. He played, didn't he? And because of that, there was no Grealish. Like, my man was listening, Southgate, as if he had Sky Sports in his room. He listened. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Oh, don't worry now. It's tomorrow, Sunday, and the Premier League's back then.
Yeah, Deji, who's Spurs game when the Premier League comes back? I know Arsenal have got West Ham on Boxing Day.
I'll be honest with you. I was only checking out your result because obviously from the time I knew Jesus is not about, I was just getting ready to slap you guys up. We're away to Brentford.
Have you guys been linked to anyone in January transfer window yet?
Yes, we have actually, bro. So we've been linked to Porro, the right wing back of Sporting Lisbon. I know that's one of your dogs right there. The other person that we're kind of linked with and that we're looking forward to seeing is Porro, Leao from before the World Cup started, Leao and Kudus as well from Ajax. Them three brothers right there. If we got those 3 brothers, and Dumfries, if not Porro, Dumfries. I'm quite happy with that, to be honest with you.
Are you still sticking to your prediction, winning Prem or Champs?
Yeah, bro.
This guy.
Because it's the awe. Because of the awe, bro. Because of the awe. But also, bro, I'm still sticking with my prediction with Arsenal because now we know that Jesus is out for 3 months. I swear, Dad, I can't wait for the Premier League season to start.
Look at this guy. He's shameless. Bro. I swear, don't start, bro.
I swear, Dad, like, Jesus is missing.
Huh? What you guys don't realize how the opposite fans are like. You got to break it down mathematically, innit? You guys have 3 months. Jesus have all right. Arsenal have already coming back at their first game. All right, it's the 26th of December, innit? Boxing Day, innit? So Jesus have already been out for that first month. Then he's only missing maybe 3-4 games. I
don't give a damn, but what you ain't realised, Forward, and I'm about to break it, it's an exclusive.
My man,
you will be starting Nketiah Catty up front against
Yo, and Nketiah Catty.
Anyway, Forward loves him up anyway.
That's quite exciting for me to see Nketiah Catty getting the run of games because know I said it live in this show a few months back that I like to see Nketiah Catty get a run of games. So that should be quite entertaining stuff. The second thing is the North London derby is the 15th of Jan. So there's a high probability that Jesus ain't gonna play that game either. Now that's joke because if Nketiah Catty is up front, I'm not so sure that you lot would have bought a replacement striker by the 15th. I'm not so sure. So that makes the North London derby even more interesting. So for me, and for all you Arsenal suckers out there, I'm looking forward to you lot's next 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, but you're saying that, but yo, Jesus might be fit for that game because he's only out for 6 weeks.
Nah. He ain't gonna be fit for that. That's way too soon for it.
Can I also say this other thing? Now that we're getting closer to the Premier League, I can stop this whole nicey stuff about the World Cup. Because you know the World Cup, we were all kind of nice. Me and Northside and Forward mans are all putting arms around each other. Can I get you a drink? Can I get you some coffee? You know, do you want a biscuit with that? Do you know, like that? What I want to be saying about you, man, oh damn, and it's just slipped my mind. I was just gonna drop you guys a clanger on your team. What was I gonna say? So
listen, we're linked to Mudryk, we're linked to Raphael, we're linked to who else? João Felix. That's who Arsenal are linked to. Let's see if they get it done. In a way, let me just say this. This may be a blessing in disguise. We know that Arsenal love to do the bare minimum. Now, the fact that Jesus is out, forces their hand to have to go get another striker because even logically, you can't just have one striker left, which is your rotation striker. Because what if something happens to Eddie Nketiah, even though he ain't good?
But can I ask for the question though? Because I remembered my point, and this is also out to Arsenal man and Mo. All you Arsenal guys, I like to troll, man. Craig, all you man. How does Jesus get injured when he ain't playing?
Apparently, he was playing with injury. Apparently, when he was playing, he was playing with injury. Apparently, I heard a rumor like that.
This waste man wasn't even starting for Brazil, and he got injured. I mean, that's just shocking. You know, like that. That is disgraceful. You know, there's some L's.
Well, listen, you're predicting Premier League and Champions League, yeah, but the guy running your line, your attack, is a serial bottler. So he might score a couple of goals, but it's leading you to nowhere.
No. Can I say something?
He scored the first pen, bro.
It's leading you to nothing, bro.
You know. Can I say something? Yo, no, so can I say something? Yo, Deji, you know, like it's yesterday, it's in the next 2 hours. All right, I gotta go. I gotta pick up the phone and thing. There's gonna be an execution in the Arab Peninsula, and I gotta phone up. So they asked me what I need to do. They said the guy has asked for one thing. So I said to him, "What is that one thing?" He said, "Can Harry Kane take that shot for me at the execution?" Because he knows Harry Kane gonna get on target. He's gonna survive another day.
You guys think you're funny. But all you man, when Kane scored the penalty, was jumping up and down. I saw you lot socials jumping up and down, posting it out there.
Not me.
Not me, bro.
Drive home. What happened to Carlson? He's fine. Don't be putting any witchcraft on my brother. You know. Don't be wishing bad upon him.
No. Do you know what, Deji? Do you know me and Northside, bro? Our necks are killing us. You know why our necks are killing us, bro? We've been on top of the table, looking down on all you for months, bro. Yeah. My neck's hurting.
But I told you, I was waiting for this moment. I said to you, let's see what your team is made of when your main man is not about. And could you imagine? As if it's that Mystic Meg, because of all the players to get injured, it could have been Ramsbottom. No, it could have been any of them, man.
Northside, you see what Atletico Madrid said to Arsenal? Arsenal inquired about him. They said to him, "Yeah, you could loan him out and then buy him." That's they're doing Arsenal a favor. Arsenal loves loans with the option to buy.
But with the option to buy,
yeah. Arsenal.
Yeah, if it's an option to buy, I don't really mind.
Yeah, Arsenal will sign a player because that's what they're saying. They inquired about him after the said we want to loan him out and with the option to buy. That is an Arsenal due signing because you know Arsenal, they love loans.
But we'll see, bro. We'll see about your process and see if it's actually about winning stuff or is it just about for pretending.
No. Arteta come out today and he said, "Did you see what he said in the press? We are in the market." Mikel Arteta come out and say that after the press conference.
I don't care, bro. They said a lot of crap last January, and what did we do then? Nothing. Exactly.
No, this January.
You man might go in for Callum Wilson.
No, don't take the piss. Don't take the piss. Nah, this guy is trying to take the piss, bro. I'll look off the screen right now. You're actually trying to get my blood, bro. I'm still depressed about Portugal, bro. I'm not in the mood.
We got to save this for next week's stream. After when the World Cup is done, then we can fully focus. But I'm just giving you nuggets of some of the things that will be coming on next week's show. Because
is this comment
I've
real?
been storing this up for a couple of weeks still.
Is this comment real? Richarlison injured, possibly out for a month.
He's out here trolling, man. I don't think that comment is real.
No, he's right. It's real. Yeah, he's right.
Why is he injured? Why is he out for a month?
It's a knee injury.
Really?
Yeah, seriously. I see it on Sky.
Look at his face.
Yeah, he's not lying. He's
depressed.
Yeah, he's on Sky.
We still got Son, we still got Kane, we still got Kulusevski.
Bro, but he's only out for but you got to understand.
Son wasn't all that as well, bro.
Yeah, but he's back. Yo, but understand, it's only a month finished, so he's only missing.
Yeah, but the quality of the South Korean
team. Look at his face, because he knows this bum of a team ain't gonna buy no one in Jan, bro. They're proper spec savers. If they're man out, you ain't replacing them. How long has it been? And you ain't even got rotation. How long did it take you to get rotation for Kane?
Yeah, it's taking a minute still. Well, Well, we're after Leao, bro. You just heard me say we're after Leao.
You ain't getting him, bro. You ain't. I'm telling you right now, you ain't getting him,
bro. He's coming.
There's too many eyes on him, bro. You lot ain't getting him, bro, and you lot are
I'm
cheapskates. Nah. Rafael Leao, he's not in the section.
Rafael Leao is already speaking English.
You lot don't shop at Harrods.
He's already speaking English. You know, like that. He's already learning English.
Yo, no size. Would you take that? Would you take that Moroccan striker?
The Moroccan,
Moroccan midfielder.
Yeah, I'll take the midfielder and the defender.
I think the striker is not bad, you know.
I'll take him at Arsenal.
I think
I'll take him all day, bro. He's a good striker.
If Deji will take him, then I don't want him, bro. Because I take him as what caliber players them lot like over there.
Caramba, Portugal's carambas.
The only one I'll take is Romero, because Romero was saucing today.
Would you have Romero over Saliba?
Not over, no. At this moment in time, I get why you rate Romero more, but both of them, I mean, Saliba has a lot of potential, and he has been performing, bro. So I wouldn't say that, bro.
No, Saliba's a big game player. I'm not knocking it. I'm just asking whether Romero showed you enough to say, you know what?
I'd have him as well.
Saliba, Romero,
I'd have him as well.
I'll take Saliba. If we had Saliba and Romero, it's gone.
That's what I'm saying. But would you say I'll take him over? No, bro, because this guy was sourcing in the French league, gets into the French squad, which ain't easy because you see the array of talent. It ain't easy to get in that team. Yeah, gets in there, comes to the Premier League, and let's be real, bro. Like, he's been very well. Like, he hasn't been flawless, but he's been.
He's done enough to show that he's one of the best defenders in the league right now. I would rate Saliba over Van Dijk.
But then Romero, he's also been sourcing. So I'm not picking none of them yet. I need to see more of them in the Prem for me to.
Bro, the truth of the matter is both our teams have been sourcing, and we're now getting into the business end, innit? So that whole little thing up until the World Cup was the fluffy part of it, and you man have done well. That story is a great story to tell. You man were top of the league before the World Cup. What I want to know is this the classic case of the turtle and the hare?
When's the last time you seen your club be top?
I'm just saying.
Huh?
I'm just saying.
When's the last time you seen it?
The way you man were running ahead like a turtle, and then you felt that you could afford to lose Jesus and start sleeping under the tree.
Yeah,
I hope it ain't that.
Deji, you know you're forgetting. Like, the reality is, like, you know what you're forgetting? That we're 5 points clear.
You're a permanent turtle. You're a waste man.
Deji, you know what you're missing, Deji. The reality is we're 5 points clear at the top of the table.
Yeah.
We're not. It's not like everyone's the whole only Arsenal fan base is realize thinking, yo, all the neutrals are saying Arsenal got to lose their games before anyone says anything. No one can say nothing to us at the present moment.
Bro, let's see, bro. It starts with West Ham, innit? You haven't got Jesus. Yeah. You ain't got Jesus against West Ham.
Do you know what? I love it if Nketiah scored a hat trick. And I'm like, it's me and Bex in the morning.
Bro,
Nketiah is gonna fire up.
Let me tell you something. Can I tell you what I love? I would love for someone to come to my yard, knock on the door right now, and just put through the letterbox some set of keys for a Lamborghini Aventador.
Yo, you got more chance than Nketiah scoring a hat trick.
No.
He's happening.
He's
going to score a hat trick against West Ham. I'm going to predict Eddie's going to score a hat trick against West Ham.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, bro.
We'll beat West Ham in the Emirates. West Ham ain't beating us in the Emirates.
You're not. Well, we'll see.
And that's another game there. And like, if you guys drop points and Man City drop points, you got to hope we got to lose games.
There's a lot of ifs and buts, bro. There's a lot of ifs and buts.
No, but no one would have expected that we were going to be 4 or 5 points clear. You did it better. You're right, bro.
Deji,
listen, Deji.
We would have thought.
You said
we would have thought we had a World Cup in
words,
December. We would have thought we had a World Cup in December, bro. But now,
but
the fluffy part of the league is gone. Now we're dealing with the real part, the business side. What are you, man, going to do in the business side of the league?
Why are you worried about us? Why do you worry about your own crap?
Bro, if you lot don't do well, let me tell you why I'm worried. And I know we got to go now. And this is for people like Arsenal Manic and all them haters in the chat. If you, man, don't do well, we don't have a show.
This guy, man.
This guy, what a nonsense he comes out with, man. This guy.
Buccareer's caramba, you get me?
Yeah, bro.
Hey.
I'm not gonna lie, man. You have a way of cheering me up, bro. I'm still down, bro. I'm still down about Portugal, bro.
Nah, bro. You know what? Your team, you shouldn't be down because you can see the potential. The goal is leaving. It's a new renaissance. This World Cup was us saying bye for the last decade and ushering the new guns. I think the new guns is Portugal. I think the new guns is let's not sleep on America and Canada. And you've seen the Arabs and the Asian teams step up. We even had Australia get to the next round. And Morocco's in the bloody semi-final, bro. There's a new thing happening in world football. What you just got to hope is that your country, Portugal, can be part of the movement. And you're right. It takes a brave FA to make a bold move. The ones who are sleeping and are not ready to be adventurous and brave, they get left behind. And the ones that are, they're the ones who are going to flourish. So it is what it is. So for us, we just got to see. I think the next tournament is in 18 months' time, isn't it? I mean, it's bloody around the corner. So it's still kind of fresh in the system to see what the teams are doing next.
100. Fuad, last words on Morocco. I know you're back in Morocco. What's your score prediction tomorrow? And what do you think about Morocco?
We're going to be fired. Morocco's going to be fired up. We're ready. And to the French people, we're here to break your hearts. Morocco's going to win 1-0.
1-0, yeah?
1-0 to the Morocco. Yeah, 1-0. Not even this, we're going to do it 1-0.
Come on, Morocco, man. I really want them to do it. I'm going to go with a 1-0 as well. I think they can do it for 1-0. Dej, what do you think the score's going to be tomorrow? Morocco, France.
Yeah, bro, I'm hoping. I think Morocco, they speak French, you know. And so there's an extra spice to this because these are their colonizers. So I see them slapping up France 2-0. 2-1. I think France will score. But I think the energy, the anger, the vexedness, if there's any team Morocco's going to be motivated to play above all else, it's France.
It's France, 100%.
I'm going to Morocco win 2-1.
2-1. Okay, cool. Cool. Well, tomorrow's going to be an interesting game. Obviously, today, Argentina smashing Croatia. It's a good game. Nice to see Messi sourcing. And it is what it is. We move forward. But listen, people, make sure you like and subscribe to the video. Make sure you like and subscribe to Deji Spurs' channel as well, to Prince Fuad TV's channel as well. Make sure you sub to the boys and show the support. And without further ado, we're out, caramba.